In today's video, we will be looking at the brand new SMG that is inside of Black Ops 6 multiplayer, zombies, and Warzone, but more specifically the Battle Pass, and that is the SAUG SMG. This video specifically is going to be looking at it inside of zombies and going over if, in my opinion, it is worth your time leveling up or even just unlocking inside of the Battle Pass, if it is the brand new meta, or just overall if it's a good weapon. Before we fully get into it, be sure to subscribe. We're on the goal to hitting 50,000 subscribers and we're super close to 48k, so I'm just gonna thank you all right now in advance. And also, a like would be very much appreciated as always, as that does just really help out the channel. So the first thing that I want to talk about is the SMG itself before we get into all of the details. This includes the way it sounds, just overall the feel of it, and anything that I feel like could add to helping you understand if it is really good. So the first one that we're going to look at is specifically the sound, and here is what it sounds like without Pack-a-Punch and then with Pack-a-Punch. Honestly, the sound change isn't anything special, and one thing that you might have noticed is it doesn't have any special abilities when it Pack-a-Punches. Something that Black Ops 6 introduced, or at least reintroduced, is the fact that some weapons, when they're Pack-a-Punched, might be doing certain different things, and unfortunately the SAUG SMG does not do that. The fire rate obviously does change when you Pack-a-Punch it, as if you didn't know, double tap is implemented into our Pack-a-Punch machines, or at least we do still believe it is the case, since it has been the same thing since Black Ops 4 Zombies. One of the biggest problems that I personally had with the submachine gun, because I decided to hop into a game with absolutely no attachments apart from the suppressor, and the suppressor doesn't give you any huge benefits. The only thing that it did was allowed me to level up my rarity faster, as it increased my salvage drop rate, was the fact that the ammo on this thing is abysmal. Straight off the bat, I will recommend for you to level your weapon up as much as you can so that you can unlock your extended mag 2, because the ammunition on it is really bad. That does actually happen to be the case with most of the weapons inside of zombies, so the SAUG isn't any exception. The feel of it and everything like that is pretty okay. We have actually seen this submachine gun specifically in zombies a few years ago inside of Cold War Zombies, and it was called the Mac SMG, so I don't completely understand why they just changed the names completely every single time around, and I'm pretty sure this is definitely not the name overall that it is inside of real life, since I think, if I am correct, this might be the Uzi submachine gun, or a variation of it that you can obviously find inside of real life. But getting those out of the way, hopping into the actual game and testing this weapon out with multiple different rarities and multiple different Pack-a-Punches to see if it is worth your time using it up until round 55, which, if you don't know, is the max health cap of 50,000 damage to normal zombies and 150,000 damage to special and elite zombies. By default, the SAUG SMG does 106 critical damage and 21 to the body. Then with green rarity, it did 160 critical damage and 31 to the body. Green rarity and Pack-a-Punch 1, 321 to critical, 63 to body. Blue rarity and Pack-a-Punch 1, 427 critical, 84 body. Blue Pack-a-Punch 2, 855 critical and around 82 to the body. Purple Pack-a-Punch 2, 1284 to critical, 252 to body. Purple rarity and Pack-a-Punch 3, 2568 to critical, 504 to body. And lastly, gold rarity, or the legendary rarity, Pack-a-Punch 3 critical was 3423 and body was 672. Now the thing that I want to point out is this is without any attachments, without any benefits from any ammo mods, and especially no dead shot. I found this weapon to be okay in the earlier rounds. The fire rate is definitely super nice on it, even without any attachments. You could put the rapid fire mod onto the weapon itself, which will obviously increase the fire rate of the submachine gun and make it potentially even better, but you will be going through those bullets way faster in that situation. And I found myself starting to slightly struggle with it from around 25, and then progressively with each round it just kept on getting worse and worse and worse. So this felt very fast in the way it dropped off, off personally from my own experiences with other weapons, and then I had to purchase Deadshot Daiquiri from round 30 and up because it really started struggling, and I ended up actually not surviving for too long because of the fact that the ammo was really bad and also the weapons drop off was really fast. So using this weapon on round 55 would in no way be a good idea. It dealt around over 200 damage to armor on manglers, which again isn't gonna be good enough for higher rounds to fully take them out, and I'm slightly disappointed with the submachine gun inside of zombies. I remember it was pretty powerful at least later on in the life cycle of Cold War zombies, so maybe we'll see, maybe Black Ops 6 zombies will get some kind of buffs to SMGs and potentially make this SAUG SMG a bit better, and I really do hope that happens. One thing I will say is it is a bit satisfying, especially in those earlier rounds, since again the fire rate is so fast and getting those critical kills is super easy and allow me to progress through my critical kill challenges for the camos on this relatively quickly, and I'm over 1000 in just one match. But I feel like that is actually the case with most weapons, but the thing unfortunately is with weapons inside of Black Ops 6 and just specifically with the game itself as of right now, weapons really drop off really fast with their damage, and I feel like most of them will be the same situation unless you have some exceptions like the GS45 pistols or obviously the wonder weapons. Fingers crossed, maybe Season 1 Reloaded will be bringing in some big changes to zombies because that's when Citadel de Mort is going to be coming out, which is the brand new DLC map, and I was expecting actually more changes to the actual zombies mode with weapons inside of Season 1 itself, but it seems like the only thing that did honestly get changed are the assault rifles, which is definitely a huge plus, but seeing that they didn't change anything with the SMGs makes me feel like they're very confident with the situation that they're in. It's good enough. At the end of the day, it is just an SMG inside of the game, and honestly, if you look at the track record of zombies, submachine guns have never really been that good. Shotguns have been honestly recently taking over, but in this case, it is again just a pistol. GS45 is your best option to use inside of the game, and the SAUG SMG isn't gonna be something that you're gonna pick up and use and be like, yes, this is the weapon I need to progress in the battle pass for ASAP as fast as I can. It doesn't become anything special when it's Pack-a-Punch. It is just a normal SMG at the end of the day, and I do kind of like it because I have some blueprints for it, I guess, which is gonna definitely motivate me to use it more. There is a bit of a reason why I maybe would recommend for you to actually unlock it, and that is because Nebula camo is gonna be way easier to progress in. Even for multiplayer, your camos are gonna be easier to progress. The reason for this is because you need to only get 33 weapons, Mystic Gold or Gold, and then you'll unlock the Diamond or the Opal camo challenges, and that means that you can now completely remove the rocket launchers from this grind and replace them with the Krieg C and the SAUG SMG, and that is only until the brand new weapons are going to start releasing soon, which could even replace melee weapons, which are a bit of a problem inside of the game itself. And overall, in my opinion, should you unlock this SMG for zombies specifically? Hell yeah, it's a brand new weapon to experience. If you've used them all before to get the camos or just overall test it out yourself, it's definitely a fun one to use. I'm just a bit disappointed that it dropped off this fast. One thing I have to say before this video ends, SUG on these. I've been holding it back. I wanted to keep it a bit professional throughout this video. The fact that this weapon is called SAUG is just throwing me off most of the time. I find it weird that it's not called anything like the Uzi or the Mac-10, I think was actually called inside of Black Ops Cold War. So ladies and gentlemen, that's it for the video. Hopefully you guys enjoyed. If you want to see more of these kind of videos, specifically weapon reviews, whenever there's going to be a brand new weapon, I'm definitely going to be reviewing it because this is one of my favorite things to do back in Cold War Zombies. And I will also be reviewing the Krieg assault rifle that just came out inside of the game as well, so be on the lookout for that. If you want to see more content Black Ops 6 multiplayer, zombies, or Warzone, definitely be sure to subscribe as I'm uploading daily, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace out.